Yo, what's up everyone? I'm CDFury Games, and today we're back into Spintires to figure out which one of these is the ultimate night off-roading vehicle. Now this series will only feature mods with working taillights and or light attachments to help illuminate the trail around you when it's pitch black out. And today, or I should say tonight, we'll be putting these three vehicles head to head, all from different modders, to figure out which one is the ultimate night off-roader vehicle. First up, we got Forrester's Toyota Land Cruiser Prado 120. Second, we have Phease. I think it's Phease or Phease or Pace. I don't know. It's a weird spelling. It's P-H-E-A-S-E, I believe. Now, the P-H may be pronounced as an F. So, I don't know. It's just a weird spelling of the name. But this is his Nissan Pathfinder. Then down at the end, we have RiskyWhiskey's Barnville Toyota 4Runner. Now this is going to be an awesome head-to-head night off-roading challenge, and I can't wait to see which one of these comes out on top. Now it's time to fire up this Land Cruiser and see how well she does in the trail, so let's do this. There we go. Nice diesel Land Cruiser. We got our lights on, and that's what I mean with working taillights. Now, not all the mods in Spintires have working taillights, which is unfortunate. Because trail riding at night, not tail riding, is pretty fun, I must say. Oh, tail riding too, you know. Alright, here we go. Let's just take a look at this. And I got the rain mod on just because it looks pretty cool. And it should give us a little bit of a challenge. So far so good. This diesel swap Land Cruiser seems to be pretty good. But we haven't even hit the main trail yet, which I almost missed, which is here. Alright, here we go. We got actually fair-sized tires on this. They must be 30s or equivalent. Pan the camera around. Ooh, those are bright lights if you stare right at them. I think yeah, my diff lock must be on. Oh, we're handling that, no problem. Nice. Now this is quite the little course. I hope you guys will enjoy this. Easy now. Watch out for that rock. We don't want to bottom out on it. So far so good. Now this little course that I picked out for you guys to view has a combination of a little bit of everything. That's a big rock. Might have to go around it. We'll go around it because I know we're going to get hung up on it. We kind of are. We're side scraping. We'll back up. Wow, that is a massive rock. See if we can get up around it a little bit more. Just pan around like that. Nice. We were able to get on top of that with our rear wheel. This turned out pretty good. Now this looks freaking cool, I must say, right here. Our back end took a little bit of damage. I know it's a little bright, have to stare into the lights. Don't want to be like a deer getting caught in the headlights. Here we go. Handle that, no problem. Oh, this is so much harder at nighttime, I must say. It's a nice little challenge. And I'm surprised most modders don't focus on having their taillights come on for night wheeling like this. Because you guys are missing out on half the experience. That's a big rock there. Crazy. I must say, with the bright headlights, it does light up the trail in front of you quite well. Alright, so let's see if we can get off to right a little bit. Gotta break down that branch. And can we crank it? Not quite. What if we climbed up a little bit more and down? I think we're hung up on that boulder. Yes, we are. Alright, so let's back out of this. Attempt to. Alright, since this is a challenge, I will only allow myself winching backwards. I cannot winch forward. Unless I absolutely have to. Damn! No, we are hung up pretty good. So, yes, I'm going to use the winch to get out of here. Find a decent spot to winch to back there. Alright. Now let's try that again. Try to climb a little bit higher off this, up. Wow. This is pretty tricky right here. I think we got it though. Nice. Awesome. Now that was quite impressive for this Toyota Land Cruiser. I know she's not the most lifted up vehicle, not lifted up, in this head-to-head challenge. But it does have decent lights, I must say, and it handles itself quite well for being this much lower to the ground. Oh, it looks like we got our bumper hung up. Let's just sway back and forth. There we go. Nice. Only problem there was the departure angle in the front. The bumper kind of overhangs as well. Ooh, easy now. We got to drop off. Crazy. This is nuts, I must say. Oh. Sweet, come on, come on. Awesome, we have made it down to the main trail. Alright, it's now time to swap to the Pathfinder. We've made it through the first part of our course, which is pretty awesome. This Land Cruiser did quite well, I must say. Alright, we are in Phease Nissan Pathfinder. Pretty awesome mod, I must say. And I kind of like how the lights out front, it's actually not as bright, it's actually manageable. It has the blue lights and the normal lights as well, which is pretty cool. That goes for style. Now this is the only one without light attachments. But as you can see, it has the working taillights, which I am looking for this head-to-head challenge. Alright, so let's see how well this does through the first part of our trail. Here we go. A little bit deep here. Now the only thing that this doesn't have is a snorkel, unfortunately. So there we go, found the Pathfinder. So our high water level mark matches about where the air filter is in real life, which is pretty realistic. But that's one thing we have to watch out for. Now this vehicle probably has the widest tires out of the bunch, and they seem to be handling this stuff quite well. I'm not quite sure if they're the tallest or not. It must be at least 33s. It must be at least 30s on the Land Cruiser, and there's 38s on the Toyota 4Runner. We got this big rock here. No problem, we just crawled right over that. We didn't even scrape our skid plate on. Or we might have, it just didn't cause any damage. Easy now. go. Must have been caught on something there. Not too bad. We made it. Good departure angle on this in the front and rear. We didn't get hung up. Easy. Nice. Ooh, we absorbed some damage there. I think our rear end must have bottomed out. Nice, handled that, no problem, over that big boulder. Alright, let's see how he handles these ones. Gonna just drive on top. Not quite, I should have took the same route as I did with the Land Cruiser. So what's the... kind of go off to the side, nice. Was that enough? Oh, we're so close. Alright, let's back up a little bit. At least we can still be able to drive backwards. That is a fair-sized boulder, I must say. So I have to drive up here. And angle... how about now? There we go. Nice. Ooh, we hit the front. Can't really see. There we go. Get up and over this. Back up a little bit. Nice. Awesome. Handled that very well. Alright, here we go. Nice. Oh, we're down at the steep decline, the hill. Gotta watch it easy now. Nice. Handle that, no problem. Nice. Ooh. Hit the back end off of something there. That's okay, as long as it didn't shatter the case of beer in the back, which is a pretty awesome attachment, I must say. And I think it carries 4 garage points. But well, this handled that part of the course no problem. Very nice, I must say. Oh, we bumped into the Land Cruiser. Alright, now it's time to swap to the Toyota 4Runner. Alright, here we go. Now this one, the lights don't light up, the taillights don't work. Well, they don't light up the trail behind you. But this one has the light attachments, as you can see, and illuminates the trail all the way around you, which is pretty awesome, I must say. Now it's funny, not many modders think about that as well. They put on the roof racks and stuff like that. They don't put on any lights at the back, which is kind of fortunate. Easy now. Steering on this seems to be a little quick, but that's okay. Alright, first little water section here. Now we do have a snorkel on this, so hopefully it's not too deep. Is my diff lock on? Oh, my 4-wheel drive wasn't on, that's what it was. Up. Forgot I already had it on. There we go. Could have clicked it off. But with the 4-wheel drive, this thing, no problem, crawled right through that. Now this has the tallest tires, but they're pretty skinny. But the skinny tires are good as well. Awesome. So far, so good. Other than the steering's a little touchy, that's okay. Over this first technical section. Nice, powered through that. Nice. Weaves in and out through those rocks pretty good, I must say. There's no problem there. Oh, this is fun. Ooh, we hit hard there. That's That's okay, our bumper absorbed most of the damage. Over that rock, no problem. Alright, here we go. Ooh, here's the hardest part. So I'll just go off to the right of it. Nice! We made it through there our first go, which is pretty awesome. Sweet. Handled that no problem. I think the hill's up next. Easy now. No problem. It's pretty steep. You have to watch it. Some vehicles may roll on that. Easy now. We're almost to the main road. Come on now. Nice. And we have made it to the main road. Awesome. Now I must say this Toyota 4Runner made it through that pretty awesome. It had no problem going over through that one spot with the big boulder up over that little knoll. We managed to get there through the first try, which is very good. We had a little bit of problems with the Land Cruiser and the Pathfinder, but all in all, worked out pretty well. I think maybe if I had chose that line with the Pathfinder, it could have probably made that up, no problem. And these three mods seem to be holding their own, but I can't wait to see which one comes out on top. Well, that is it for now, everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new for more Spintires content like this. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow for part 2 of this awesome night off-roading adventure.